Hey guys, Samurai here, back again with another video. Today I'm here to talk about a question that has troubled fans of the anime for a while. What if Dawn went to Kanto? Yeah, this has been a question that a lot of people have asked. What would she do? How would her and Ash interact? Would Ash do anything? Would she participate in contests? That's what I'm here to answer today. This is going to be the first part of a what if Dawn went to Kanto. I do have something planned for Ash and what he's going to be doing. So, I hope you guys can join me for this what if. So, we'll start at around the last episode of DP. That's the perfect part to start at. The letter never comes, so the last episode of DP, as we know, it doesn't happen. And instead of them saying their goodbyes, Dawn gets ready to go to Kanto with Ash, and she's seriously considering it. So, instead of Ash and Brock leaving and her staying in Sinnoh, she also goes on the boat with them and they head to Kanto. Now, while Brock still goes his separate ways from Ash, going to become a doctor, and Dawn and him have a goodbye, that's pretty much it, as Ash and Dawn both head to Pallet Town because that's Ash's hometown. What's probably most likely going to happen is something very similar to when May went to Pallet Town to see Ash. She's going to meet all his old Pokemon, and this includes his Hoenn, Johto, and original series team. So he's going to meet from Bulbasaur to Muck, from Totodile to Noctowl, and he's going to meet all of them. She's going to meet all of them in between. So that's what I see happening in the first part. Now, what happens next is Dawn says she would like to participate in more contests so she could grow as a coordinator and a trainer. Ash tells her, yo, yes, Kanto has contests. May did it before she went to Johto, and she had a lot of fun doing it. So Dawn gets really hyped for it, and the first contest is in Saffron City. Now, a bit before they leave to go to Saffron City, Ash does get a letter in the mail. This letter in the mail is for a special tournament held in Kanto every couple of years called the Kanto Grand Prix. This takes gym leaders, Elite Four members, champions, and other very powerful trainers in Kanto and pits them against each other. Think of it like the Pan Am Games, but just for Kanto. Ash gets an invitation to this tournament, and the rules of the tournament are this. You have to fight at least 3 battles in order to enter into the actual tournament itself. So you have to beat 3 people who are also in the Kanto Grand Prix in order to enter into the Kanto Grand Prix tournament. So Ash and Dawn head to Saffron City. Ash hoping that he could find someone to battle against for the Grand Prix because it's Saffron City. He has an idea of who he wants to fight but doesn't know if she'll be there. So the contest starts out and they introduce the judges as always, the Pokemon Fan Member Club, and the chairman. I forget their names because I'm doing this unscripted, but the guest judge being the gym leader of the town, Sabrina. Now, Sabrina has definitely changed from the last time Ash has saw her. Sabrina's a lot more social and she's a lot more bubblier, but she's still serious in a way, but she gets along with people a lot better. Like, she's not what she used to be, and thank God too. So, Dawn's contest, it goes out pretty well for her. She does some amazing moves, and she's known from her venture in Sinnoh. So, let's just say she came close to winning. She came in second place in this contest and loses to a familiar face that Ash recognizes, but Dawn doesn't. This is Kelly from AG. She's a character of the day. Very similar to Katie, but she was a character of the day that most people agree stood out and a lot of people like and wanted to see her return, so why not? This would be a perfect place to fit. Kelly recognizes Dawn from the Wallace Cup, and she says she wanted to compete, but at that time the second Hoenn Grand Festival was going on, so she couldn't make it. However, she does get to catch up with Ash, who she asks about May and says, have you kept up with her journeys in the Johto region? And he said, yeah, I heard May is going to Sinnoh now, which makes sense. I think she would go to Sinnoh after she finished traveling in Johto. That's just me though. But anyways, after Ash and Kelly catch back up, Ash goes immediately to confront Sabrina and asks, Are you a Grand Prix member, challenger, whatever? And Sabrina, recognizing Ash, she said, I've kind of been waiting for you because all the Grand Prix members know who each other is because they all have like the sign-up sheet and like the members of the Grand Prix who's competing, and Ash just didn't bother to look because he's just that impatient. So instead of it being a gym battle, it's more of like a normal battle, but she doesn't have to hold back because this guy isn't a challenger. Ash has completed in 3 leagues and beat the Battle Frontier, so she can basically go full out. Sabrina's team in this case is Alakazam, Gengar from the Hunter she left with her, and Espeon. And Ash comes to this battle with Buizel, Glalie, and Sceptile. So Ash has a pretty strong team starting out. So the battle starts out. Ash uses Sceptile to start out, and Katie uses Gengar. Gengar's poison moves are creating a bit of a problem for Sceptile. The Sceptile took on a Darkrai, so I'm sure Sceptile could make a comeback. He uses Leaf Storm and defeats Gengar, however he is poisoned by Gengar's moves and does lose to Alakazam. Ash immediately sends out Buizel, and Buizel loses to Alakazam due to Alakazam just being too strong for Buizel at this point. Ash's last Pokemon, Glalie, and you know me, and if you know how much I love Glalie, Glalie comes in clutch. Glalie beats Alakazam with a Zen Headbutt straight to the head. And then here comes her last Pokemon, Espeon. Now Espeon and Glalie are actually having like blow to blow, like they're trading blows, until Glalie learns a new move, and this move is Sheer Cold, and immediately knocks out Espeon with a one-hit KO. Ash has his first official win in the World Grand Prix, which means he's one step closer and entering the Kanto Grand Prix tournament, which means he could be the Kanto Grand Champion. However, Sabrina, after losing to Ash, says, back then when you challenged my gym, you didn't really beat me, but now I can say that you beat me and you earned your badge technically. So in a way, it's kind of like him getting his badges. So this is a cool way of doing it, and like, try to make it work, and how he's going to be challenging the gyms that he can get badges from legitimately. So it kind of comes full circle in a way. So they both have their goals, both Ash and Non. So this part was really more of an introduction, which is why it's so short compared to other what ifs. So the next time I talk about if, it's probably going to be as long as the Victini one was last week. So this is the video. I know it's very short, a lot shorter compared to my other what ifs, but I'm kind of tired. Samurai out.